Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is Shaq85 here, your resident turtle guy. Also, coincidentally, for 2 weeks in a row, your resident broken turtle guy. I'm not feeling too good. My back is on fire. My leg hurts. I tripped and fell in concrete yesterday. So I'm just broken. I might as well just be a skeleton. You know, da ba da 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 da. If you watch the mini. But I'm your coach of the Seattle Thunderbirds, and I'm bringing you guys PWBC Season 4, Week 5. I'm not too thrilled, like I said last week, at the back and forth of the loss win scenario. That's usually not how I roll. But that's the season. Some people bring drafted teams. I might have not drafted as good. That's entirely on me. That's good players on them. So that's entirely up to them. This week we are taking on Stefan. He's a new coach to the PWBC family. I did get a little hint from Club that he preps and battles pretty basically. Nothing too crazy, not really crazy predictions. Goes for obvious switches when he has to and stuff like that. However, I did get a little note from him that he has seen all my videos, and he figures out how I battle. And I'm like, how many videos? How long are my videos? And I'm like, I have like over 15, 14 hours of video content. I'm like, even if you have it doubled up, that's still 7 hours. So if you watch all 15 hours or all 7 hours, double speed, that's crazy and good devotion. If you watch this 15 hours, not double speed, you're insane. And I'm the insane one here. So that just says something about Stefan. With that being said, let's go over to what he has for his drafted team. Alright, so Mr. Stefan, the Grand Lake Garchomps, I have to face off against another Ogrepon back to back. But his team consists of Great Tusk, Metagross, Wheezing Galar, Ogrepon Wellspring, Vikavolt, Guja, a Colossal Terra with Fire, Grass, and Fairy, Mismagius, Cryogonal, Iron Jugulus. Still don't know what Jugulus means. And to Cannon. Now, in the 2 or 3 mocks I did, I faced a good amount of his team. The only one I did not face were the Toucanon and the Great Tusk, ironically. Everything else came. I do feel I have a pretty good sense of what he's going to bring. I think he's going to be a little bit of the biggest thing I should say. Sorry, let me start that up first. Is Guja and Colossal, I think, are going to be a pair. I think they're both guaranteed to come. And I think one's going to be the Fizz Defmon, one's going to be the Special Defense Mon, and then they're just going to work together in tandem. Assault Guja can do a lot of work. Fizdef Guja can do a lot of work to counter my Quackleval. So I do have to keep those very much in mind. And then Colossal, if he's Fizdef Guja, he's going to be Special Defense Colossal. Kind of pair that in mind. But yeah, that's the team he could bring. Let's kick it over to what I'm going to smoke him with, hopefully. Keyword on the hopefully. Alrighty, up first we're bringing a Heavy Duty Boots Nasty Plot Darkrai with Dark Pulse, Ice Beam, Psychic, and Nasty Plot. This allows me to guarantee outspeed his entire team. His fastest Pokemon is the Ogrepon at 110, so this allows me to deal with that. Pretty substandard. This Darkrai, if I get the right scenario up, this thing can win. I do have to worry about some things, like Guja's example. It can obviously take one hit and stuff like that. Pretty substandard Darkrai. I just chose Heavy Duty Boots just in case I can't like Rapid Spin away a Sticky Web and stuff like that, and he takes less chip and stuff like that. I can get Darkrai in a little bit more chip when I know he's going to go for a weaker move that Darkrai's not weak to. 120 isn't there anything special. It's just as much HP as possible in my Darkrai. You know what's better than one Nasty Plot set? 2 Nasty Plot sets! Fizz coming back from its little couple week hiatus, rocking a 96 defense, 252 special attack, 160 plus speed on my Pheasantipity, rocking Shadow Ball, Air Slash, Moonblast, and Nasty Plot with the Shuka Berry. The concept behind this is if he doesn't bring Metagross, I think he should still, but if he doesn't bring Metagross, this thing can honestly do a lot of breaking to his team. Air Slash is there for the Ogrepon, Shadow Ball is there for the Metagross and stuff like that, and Moonblast is just there as a stab spam attack. If he does bring the Metagross, Shadow Ball does do a good solid like 25-30%. I believe if he's special defensive Metagross, it does about 25. With at +2, it does about like 30 to 40%. But if he's offensive, Shadow Ball will do at +2 will do about 50 to 60%. And it's really the only chip damage I do need. I do outspeed and max speed Metagross guaranteed with my nature in the Pheasantipity. So we're gonna try it out as a pseudo breaker this week. Alright, up next we're rocking a speedy Drifblim with Terra Fighting. Rocking Will-O-Wisp, Trank Sap, Hex, and Terra Blast. Now, I do want to talk a little bit. Mr. Boaz over here decided he wanted to dodge 4 Will-O-Wisp. I used Will-O-Wisp like 5 or 6 times in unbox. 4 Will-O-Wisp I used the first move I clicked. All 4 of those Will-O-Wisp I used first turn missed. And it sucked because it just kept on missing. So hopefully, when I used up all my bad luck on Will-O-Wisp misses, especially turn 1 the Will-O-Wisp miss, not turn 1, but like move 1, hopefully all that jitter is gone. I used it all up in the mocks, so hopefully I can land my Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp there is great for like the Metagross, Great Tusk, Colossal if he's changed it to a Terra Fairy, 2 Cannon, and stuff like that. Ogerpon is really, really good. Hex, obviously, to deal a bunch of damage. You know, if Will-O-Wisp is the Metagross, then I can Hex it out. Shanks Up is, again, there to break down his physical walls. It's weird because it's 84 special defensive, but Shanks Up and stuff like that. Terra's Fighting is overall a decent good stab versus him that basically hits everything that Hex doesn't really hit. Obviously, no normal type of T, but it helps deal with like a Terra Steel Cryogonal and stuff like that. So, I'm pretty happy with this set. If it works, it works. Citrus Berry is obviously due to proc the Burden and stuff like that. So, that's Drifblim this week. The slot for GOAT is here. Rotom Heat has arrived. We're rocking something a little bit different this week just because we have Will-O-Wisp on Drifblim, so we don't have to run in Will-O-Wisp on Rotom Heat this week. Rocking 120 HP, 252 special defensive, and 132 speed with Overheat, Volt Switch, Reflect, and Light Screen. I'm not 100% sure what the 132 speed is for, to be honest. It's for something. Probably Colossal. I'm not sure. I built this team a couple days ago, and I really haven't thought about it too much after that. But yeah, nothing too much said. Just special defense with Rotom. Screens ideally is for like Darkrai and another clear and stuff like that. And kind of slow the pace down where I'm down a little bit. So hopefully my breakers and cleaners can win the game. That is Rotom Heat, the slot for GOAT. Another change that we have going into this week is with Iron Shreds. Walking 40 HP, 252 attack, Adamant Nature with the 212 speed. 212 speed allows me to outspeed, I assume, Great Tusk. I'm not sure why though specifically. Pasha Berry is specifically there for the Ogerpon Wellspring. Rocking Earthquake there for stab. Iron Head there for general stab. Megahorn is there for the Ogerpon. If I get up rocks or not get rocks, this should do a solid chunk to Ogerpon. I think my calc was at least 86%. Just because I am that Adamant Nature, and Rapston is there to get rid of his hazards and get that speed boost if I need to get it off. And we got one more Pokemon left to go. Young Quavo is back and ready for action. Rocking 144 HP, 252 Adamant Nature, 112 speed. 112 speed allows me to guarantee outspeed his entire team at +1. Rocking Aqua Step Knockoff Acrobatics for the Ogerpon Wellspring and Roost. We are rocking with the Weakness Policy set. This behind with Moxie. If I get this behind screens, I do have to worry about Goodra is a problem for this. I do have to very much keep that in mind. A Scald Burn or a Flame Body Burn on the Colossal is also a very big problem for this. So this does require a little bit of setup, as Quavo usually does. Aqua Step Knockoff Acrobatics basically just one-shots his entire team. I do need to be +4 to knock out a special defensive Goodra. So Goodra does need a little bit of chip, so hopefully he doesn't save it around too much. Simply there for the Quavo. It makes sense for you to be there for Quavo because of Gooey and stuff like that. Gooey counteracts Aqua Step, but that is a play I can make. Weakness Policy, I feel like I can get it pretty easily, even outside of screens. Screens just makes it absolutely even more terrifying. So that's our team for week 5 against Stefan. Let's kick it over to what he's gonna bring. All right, so these are the 6 I think I landed on. I think Cryogonal is a obvious switch out. If he wants to bring Terra Cryogonal, he could bring it. If he wants to bring Terra Colossal, he could bring it. However, I think honestly these two as a pair works really, really well. I don't really see him bringing the Great Tusk, and I really don't see him bringing the Toad Cannon, to be honest, at all. Like I said earlier, I think Goodra and Colossal are going to be the defensive pairing between these two. One's going to be Fizz Def, one's going to be special defensive. And it just depends on who he wants to counter who. Metagross can be a Stealth Rocks, Bullet Punch set. It could be an AV. It could be an Agility Weakness Policy set. Very, very problematic for me for Metagross. So hopefully I get some early damage off and then maybe go into like a Pheasant Deputy +2, and then I can hopefully two-shot it. That's my ideal goal. Ogerpon, again, I have to face this twice in a row. I'm not as certain about this Ogerpon because it has to have Wellspring Mask. I don't have to deal with like a Scarfer and stuff like that to beat out Quavo. He does have to bring either Power Whip or Horn Leech to hurt Quavo. I have a chance to live one Horn Leech if he's not adamant. And Michael is there probably for support. He gets up Sticky Webs, he gets up Sticky Webs. I have a pretty solid lead in my opinion to counteract Sticky Webs, and I have a great Rapid Spinner in Iron Treads that can pretty much freely get it off, barring he brings Miss Magius. And I think if he does bring Miss Magius, I think it'll be over Cryogonal. And if that's the case, Iron Head guaranteed two-shots it because it does 54%. So I'm not too worried about Sticky Webs this week. So that's the 6 I think he's going to bring. I'm going to message Stefan. We're going to get this battle rolling. Okay, we are in the battle with Stefan. We see the Wheezing Galar, Colossal Terra, Ogerpon, Great Tusk, Metagross, and Goodra. So we do see the Great Tusk. No Cryogonal. No Vika. We see the Great Tusk. And the Wheezing. So this kind of changes it up a little bit because of the Wheezing. His team is very, very defensive. So that makes me believe that might be even an offensive Colossal. Which is really, really interesting. Or he could be like a Stealth Rock Colossal, in that case, like a support. That definitely makes me lean towards the weakness policy Metagross. So I gotta keep that in mind. I really like Iron Treads as a lead here. Earthquake is kind of spammable. It reveals if he's Levitate on Wheezing. I do have to worry about the Will-O-Wisp on the Wheezing himself. Endgame, I think with a little bit of chip on everything, I think Darkrai can endgame and Quavo can endgame. More so chip on the Goodra though is the most important thing for Quavo. Screens look good. Pheasant Deputy doesn't look terrible here. Unfortunately, he did bring the Wheezing Galar, which kind of defeats the Pheasant Deputy set a little bit. Because I can't really, Shadow Ball's my best move to hit it. So it definitely needs to be gone before I can really do Pheasant Deputy stuff. I am just gonna lead the Iron Treads. Yeah, I'm gonna lead Iron Treads. Wheezing Galar makes sense. You could go Will-O-Wisp here, if anything. Make sure I'm recording. Yes, I am. Wheezing Galar, defensive. Earthquake does 70 to that. Iron Head does 56%. Okay. If he goes for a Sludge Bomb on me. Sludge Bomb to a Rotom Heat, 21 to 24%. Okay. If he switches out in... Wait, he's not neutralizing gas because we would have saw it activate. And he's not Misty Search, so he's guaranteed Levitate. Okay, guaranteed Levitate. Yeah, guaranteed Levitate. Okay. So that makes me think this might be a Quavo answer then. No, neutralizing gas would be the Quavo answer. Okay. I'm just gonna go on to Rotom. Hard Metagross. He has to be Speed Nature on Metagross to outspeed me. So he's predicting the Iron Head there. So maybe no Will-O-Wisp. Maybe no Will-O-Wisp. We do see the confirmed Levitate. Oh, right, Levitate there. Metagross. Probably makes the Colossal double. I could Volt Switch hard, which I don't hate. He could Agility up. Yeah, I kind of want Vultures just in case he is the weakness policy set. Goes to Guja. Is shiny Guja 60%. Guja. Rotom Heat. Special defensive Guja? Or just max HP? Special defensive Guja. Okay. Good to know. How much does an Earthquake do? Earthquake does do a good chunk. Not in range yet. I could go out into Pheasantipity, fire off a free Shadow Ball. I could also go on to Drifblim and Will-O-Wisp, which I kind of like better right now. Yeah, I think I am just going on Drifblim and Will-O-Wisp. Lefties? No lefties. Potentially for your Assault Vest. Don't miss Will-O-Wisp. You missed 4 Will-O-Wisp in Mox. Well, the first thing I clicked it. Don't miss. Surf? Okay. So he reveals Surf, which is really, really interesting. For Rotom? Okay, that makes sense. But why would you hit it? That's his best move to hit Drifblim? Because my Terras aren't anything that's weak to Surf. I can Shrink Zap once. Ice Beam. I should proc this hit. He gets the freeze? Come on, man. That's not cool. Come on. Unbreak. Unthaw. 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 Please unthaw. Okay, that sucks. That really, really, really sucks. Freeze! First thing on fucking Ice Beam. That's insane. Good thing is, Guja is almost in range. I could just go Bird here. Man, now I can't Will-O-Wisp the freaking Metagross, which sucks. Just gonna go Bird. Pheasantipity against Metagross. Heavy Slam does knock me out. Psychic Things does knock me. Okay, so Shadow Ball is probably my best play. Do we see a weakness policy? No weakness policy. Okay. Potential for rocks. I'm just gonna go out and Rotom. Heavy Slam. Makes sense. And now I can get a free Reflect up here, I think. Goes back out into Gudra. Makes sense. Are you Heavy Slam speed? 262. Okay. 241. I don't want to take this chip damage on Surf, is the problem. This is definitely an Assault Vest, by the way. 100%. The way they're playing this. Yeah, I don't want to take the chip damage right now. Just going out to Bird. I can Nasty Pull it up once. Goes This is your Fizdefmon. Fire does resist Fairy. Does this thing have a... It does have... It has Gyro Ball. Colossal. Gyro Ball. With Reflect Up. To Pheasantipity. Does 0. Let's go negative speed. Yeah, 20%. Pheasantipity is +2. Okay. Terra is our Fire Grass Fairy. I can Shadow Ball once. Earthquake would be his best move to hit me elsewhere. Reflect. Yeah, okay. Sugar Berry does absolutely 0. I'm just gonna Shadow Ball once. You Terra Fairy, okay. Flamethrower does a massive amount of damage. Flamethrower did 50%. Is that specs? That's choice specs. He's at 70%. I have to go for this damage. Does not get the KO, which really sucks. Could go Quavo, but I'm not behind. Does a Wheezing Galar to a Quavo? What's the damage roll? 62 to 73. Okay. Could Volt. Could Heavy Slam. I kind of like the Heavy Slam here. Yeah, I'm gonna have, or not Heavy Slam, Iron Head. He could go with that Pokemon. I kind of have to accept it. Goes Wellspring. This is the Reflect, and I have Pasha Berry. Please land. Please, please land, Megahorn. Please land. Ivy, Pasha, Reflect. Megahorn, Ogerpon, down. Nice. Are you scarfed? Ogerpon's dead. This is at 5%. Terra Fairy. Metagross. Ice Punch? Grass Knot? No. It has to be Ice Punch. But I have Reflect. Earth? Okay, so you're scouting. Okay, makes sense. Going back on to Rotom Heat. Flamethrower does nothing. Who would be your switch in? Guja for sure. I can light screen up. And get the reflect up. Can volt switch out. Gets a Strange Shame's Confusion. Cool. Fantastic. Gets the first thing land of Confusion. Are you serious, dude? Thank you. Freaking deserved. Absolutely deserved. Guja comes out. I can Iron Head and put it in Quavo range. Okay, that's dead. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Did this thing get priority? Why did you send this out? No, I guess you're just going for flame body burns? I always earthquake. Photosynthesis speed. Okay. Your photosynthesis speed. To a Quavo. That's what really matters. Headlong does 0. Wait, that's the reflect. Headlong does a good chunk. Okay. If he gets +1 here, I die to Headlong. Okay. I am faster. Earthquake is good ship. Yeah, okay. So he's Earthquake. He's not +1. Headlong Rush can never kill Quavo. Right? Because if he's speed, he has to be this amount of attack. Yeah, he has to be. Aqua Step doesn't KO. And I won't be faster. Right? Yeah. Okay. So I need to go Darkrai, bait out the close combats, because Earthquake... into Darkrai. Close combat kills. Earthquake doesn't. But bait out the close combat, then he'll be at -1. I should be able to kill from there. Yes. Bait out the close combat. Nice. Now Quackavole should be able to kill this. Because now he's at -1 defense. Oxtrep does 74 to 88. That's in range. Earthquake, we knew did not knock me out. That should be GG. Bullet Punch will not knock me out here. No, it lives! Okay, Body Press. Wow. GG's to Stefan. That was a little stressful. Not gonna lie. Whoo! Calm the nerves, calm the nerves, calm the nerves, calm the nerves. Calm the nerves. We did not lose this week. We're not sticking to that pattern. Yo, Iron Treads, even though I got confused the first turn, it put in work. Oh my god, Adam and Iron Treads putting in works. For sure, for sure. Also, Pheasantipity, like, getting freeze would put this shit in range. I would have been able to heal up on that. That was unfortunate luck to start the game, for sure. But I was able to bounce back, and that's what matters. This is Shaq85 with a deep voice. Peace out. Thank you.